Hello everyone, welcome to today's stream. I just checked in right now and I saw that there's a Sealed Ravnica Mixer, which sounds really fun, so we're gonna give it a try. And this event looks awesome. I love drafting and Sealed, and Ravnica has been a great set, great cycle, I would say. All two Ravnicas, and then War of the Sparks were just a lot of fun. And we get some actually decent cards. I have 4 Absorbs already. I don't think I have many Hatchery Spiders. Menagerie I used to use when I was a beginning player. It's a cute card. I really like Kaya, Bedevil, Expansion Explosion. Maybe we can go, well, depending on our card quality, black looks promising. Black-red might be a good way with the blue splash. It also depends on our lands. The Ravnica pool has, of course, the gates, but we only get one gateway plus. No! We didn't get any other lands, really? Oh no, we did get a couple of guild gates. Okay. Yeah. We did get a couple of guild gates. So, Sealed. Let's have a look at everything that could potentially be playable. Skyfeather can be a decent removal. Panther. Scout. Has the Officer. Charger definitely is good. Companions have lifelink, not bad. Spirit of the Spires, Night of Sorrows, Dazzling Lights. Altitude is a good spell. Pteramander is a good spell. Ooh, our blue doesn't look bad. Actually, it looks slow, but decent. Chillbringer, very nice. Slow but decent. Ooh, wow. Okay, how about black? Hired Poisoner is decent. Plague White is quite aggressive, but it's not bad. Whispering Snitch can be good. Ooh, Grotesque Demise, very nice spell. Creeping Chill can be perfectly fine. Ill-Gotten Inheritance is perfectly fine. It's slow, but okay. Scavenger, not very good. Electrostatic Field and Current are both good. But red in general doesn't look brilliant. Gates of Players, we don't have so many gates, do we? I don't know. Wave. Wow, red is really weak. Prey Upon is good. Beetle is a decent creature. Brawl is an okay spell. Draw. Yeah, so green card draw is quite decent. This is funny. And then we have some decent Azorius spells, actually. So High Alert could be good because in blue we have a couple of like Mungulus, Wall of Mist, and those are pretty good with High Alert. It could actually even work, and the Night Arbiter could also be good. Kaya is good, of course. The Orzo of Locket, not horrible. Notion Rain, good card draw. Guildgate, Electromancer, Expansion, Guildgate, Bedevil, Roustabout, Mockery, not necessarily. Guildgate, Trooper, not really. Rhythm of the Wild is okay. It can give many of every creature we bring basically a +1/+1 counter. Slinger isn't bad. Boros Challenger and Recruit are okay. Gyre Engineer, not horrible. Scuttlegator, and there's a card I like. Silent Dark is very slow, but we have very minimal removal, so, you know, we might as well play it. So, I mean, if we play the... So what would be an okay-ish deck here? What about creatures? What about creatures? I don't see much red here. Is there like an aggressive white red here? Halberdier, Bodyguard, Rubble Slinger. I don't know. Yeah, I mean the red cards are just not that. Some of them are decent, but not amazing overall. I think probably going with something slower and top heavier is better. And on the top, what I see a lot is like white, black, and blue. So this might be an Esper deck. And how about lands for that? A lot of our dual lands are with red. 3. Yeah. And green. 4 of them are with green. So those are the colors that we can actually splash easily. And the lockets, we have a few lockets, but it's mostly Boros and Cynic. So black, very little that's good with black. I mean, maybe a red splash is worth it. Expansion Explosion can be a very good card late game. Rhythm of the Wild can be good. Bedevil is good. It doesn't need to be a main color. So what if we cut the other red cards? And then... I'm really not sure about green here. Yeah, well then Rhythm of the Wild is not very good. I mean, Gator and Spider are both pretty good though. But, so what if we cut green? Okay. And we could cut... So I don't really want to cut my top end, right? My top end is pretty decent, I would say. Maybe we don't need that. We don't need Homunculus probably, but Spires, Creeping Chill, Inheritance. Maybe Creeping Chill is too slow, because in the late game 3 damage isn't going to matter that much. But then again, it's a 6 swing still. 3 direct damage to the face. Still, it's a bit slow, and it's already 9 expensive cards, right? Yeah. And then what we don't really want also, we don't want to overload on aggressive small creatures. Yeah, so the ones that are good blockers, like Hired Poisoner, or things that can grow bigger in the late game, Terramander, are good. But we might not want to be super aggro. Not sure about the Panther, for example. Maybe 1 is okay. The Scout can be good because it can fly. Plague White, it's hard to defend against. I mean, we do need some early game. We maybe get rid of the tokens. We might get rid of Leapfrog. We're not that aggressive. We might get rid of the counter spell. And then we can keep Absorb, Kaya, Notion Rain. Yeah, Rhythm of the Wild should really go then. Probably Boros Locket, we don't really need it either. Because if you don't have much red, it just costs a little bit too much to cast it. Although as card draw later on in the game, it can be pretty good. If the game goes long. And I mean, this is going to be... There's going to be a good chance that it goes long, right? Because it's sealed. This is very sad that the Silent Dart, it's so much worse than Ninja's Kunai. Now that we had Kamigawa. I mean, our 3-drop slot is extremely packed. The 2 Lockets are still nice because they might help with splashing for Expansion Explosion and Skullgator and Bedevil. And also I like the card draw and the ramp potential. But if I have those 2 for fixing and ramp, that's true. I might cut 1. What could I cut? I mean, this is predominantly blue deck. So maybe cutting 1 white is okay and have these 2. And then it's very little white mana though. And we do want a fair bit of white. What do we not need? We definitely don't need Gruul Guildgate. Simic Guildgate is okay. Golgari Guildgate. I don't think we need Golgari Guildgate either. Or Rakdos for that. Yeah, not really. So land-wise, this is... Yeah, we need to end a couple of lands and maybe cut some artifacts. Yeah, Silent Dart might just be too slow here. And... so we need to 1, 2, 3, 7 blue. What? 1, 2, 3, 7 blue. 3, 4, 5 white, and 1, 2, 5 black. Oh, that can't be alright. That can't be alright. That doesn't work. I mean, actually, white isn't super important. We could go black-blue and have white as a light splash. I mean, that's a blue source, and the Locket could be a white source, though. Is the mana just not good enough for this? Yeah, the mana just might not be there. The mana might just not be there. So we could add 1 more black and 1 more blue here, and then we have 5, 6, 7, 8 blue, 3, 4, 5 white, 9 blue, 5 white, and 4, 5, 6 black. That's very, very low. It's very low. And what does black bring to the board? Menagerie is not that good in this deck, because we don't have enough things to bring back. Inheritance is good, but it's really slow though. Clunky. You can splash for it maybe. Demise. Okay-ish. I mean, red would be the easiest to splash, to be honest. Red would be the easiest to splash. We could use the Orzhov Locket, though. That's much better for black and white. Red would be quite easy to splash. It's just that the red cards are not very good, are they? I mean, we do get 2 lockets. We get a couple of aggressive creatures, but this is sealed, and my big worry here is that should we play red instead of white? We lose a couple of good cards. A couple of decent cards, but we can still splash for Kaya. We can't play High Alert, we can't play Absorb. This seems a bit much to give up. But we could play this as double blue, and we could play a kind of, yeah, lean more into red. Lean a bit more into red. I think that's a possibility. It's not great, but not horrible either. We could go more heavily white-blue as well and just have a very light black splash for Kaya, Notion Rain, Demise, Inheritance, and try and build more towards white. Yeah, but then we lose Bedevil as well. Yes, I think we need to choose here between... We really need to make... It's a hard choice. But we really need to make a choice here between... So basically we have to be 2 colors with a splash. Yeah. And we do get... Red is almost free. And a little bit of green can be splashed quite easily as well. And Utopia can fix pretty well, that's true. And Spider is then strong. Oh gosh, it's hard to see what could be playable here. Well, what we have at the moment is not playable, that's for sure. It's a bit much. I don't want to do more than... What do we have for fixing? What do we have for fixing? What do we have for fixing? What? Oh, no, dude. Oh, come on. We have the 3 lockets. And... How does our mana look, really? So we can fix a bit for green. This can fix for everything. Red, white, white, black. And with 3 reds, 4 reds, easily. 1, 5 green is very easy to get off. So green is almost a free auto-include, right? Whatever we do. Now blue isn't too good, but too bad either. That's 3 sources, 4 sources with lockout. Black is also sort of 3-4 with the lockout. Green is just a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the gateway plaza and lockout. White is very weak, sadly, for splashing. I mean, it can gain 3 of the lockouts though. That enables a late game white splash, and we have 1 more, so we can easily get like 5 white sources, to be honest. But then I think green, red, blue, or green, red, black. So green and red would need to be sort of our core colors. How could we build that? If green and red are the core things. Green and red. Green and red. Then we are a bit more aggressive, right? Yeah, we probably play all this kind of stuff. We probably play all this stuff. I mean, that's already 40 cards, wow. And then we would probably want to just splash for some of the best cards in the other colors, in places on the curve where our curve is not that good. So maybe round it out by, you know, Spires might be good, it's a good flyer. Terramander is just good, right? It's very useful in the late game. Chillbringer, good flyer again for the late game. Swings, very good flyer for the late game. Nice, best removal. Inheritance is too slow, maybe. What else is splash worthy? Well, Absorb would be a bit hard to splash, but we can probably splash a Griff, Arbiter, Kaya, Ocean Rain. Electromancer is a bit hard to splash as well. The Cyclops is not tough, but we don't have that many spells. Bedevil, that's a tricky one. I mean, we do have good black fixing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Might not be enough quite. Trooper, it's just not that good. Yeah, it might be okay-ish. And we have 15 creatures, which is, I think, necessary. We can cut some lands, so we are green, red, blue, green, red, blue, green, red, blue, green, red, blue. How many lands is that? We're gonna play 17 definitely. Green, red, blue. We're just gonna, okay, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blue sources. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 green sources, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red sources. That's not horrible. And then we also have 1, 2, 3, 4 black, 1, 2, 3, 4 white. Yeah, it's okay for splashing a bit. I don't really want to take out creatures, so what do we get rid of? I mean, Gates Ablaze. It's a good sweeper, though. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gates. If we can hold it back a bit, it can get rid of pretty much everything. And obviously the lockets are weak. They would be easy to cut, but they are sort of things we need, right? Rhythm of the Wild might be a bit clunky. We don't have that many creatures in this deck. It's not a super aggressive deck. Notion Rain, but it does draw us 2 cards. Might be a bit slow though. Surveil 2 is good. But Urban Utopia already draws us a card. Generous Trade draws us a card. The Lockets can be sacrificed to draw cards. Expansion Explosion can draw cards. Yeah, it's a bit slow. Let's get rid of it. And then, I mean, 3 Lockets might just be a bit much. I might cut the green, blue, or red, white, the white, black. I mean, the white, black is the least important, right? Yeah. Do we need this many fight spells? I mean, removal is good though. Yeah, removal is always good. I don't know. And we also need the removal because we are sort of a big mana deck. For instance, yeah. It's as janky they come. Not sure about the brawl, whether that's going to work out here. And the white 4 drops. Well, they have to, right? They don't really have much choice. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I do need some creatures on the board at the beginning, yeah. Current is decent. It can remove some small aggro creatures. Kaya can add up. Planeswalkers in general are disgusting in limited formats. I don't know, with 2 Lockets and the Utopia, do we really need 17 lands? We do sort of, right? We do need to get enough of our lands and colors. Yeah, relying too much on the Lockets is not good though. Yeah, I don't know whether fight spells are very efficient in this deck. Maybe 1 fight spell is enough. Because my creatures are not very good until the late game, and then in the late game we are a bit like trying to go over them anyway. So, yeah. Oh well, anyway, let's give it a try and see how it does. It seems like not that many people have started playing the format yet. Uh-huh. Okay, we get an opponent. And let's see how we do here. We get a decent mix of cards. We do have green, we do have blue and red, and we have a bit of fixing. We have some creatures to ramp into. I'll give this a try. It's not great, but not horrible. We can enable blue, so we probably want... Yeah, we definitely want green, right? And white as well later on, because we have the 2 4-mana white flyers. So I think we can... It looks like we will be able to cast most of our things on curve. And we even drew a card, which is very, very good. This is not looking bad at all. And we do have to cast now. Yeah, we... I might want to exile that just to make sure that just to make sure that press and hold Q. I have to try that. Anyway, I don't want my opponent to get any card advantage of that, right? I mean, that would just be too dangerous, I think. Oh, they're gonna go after my fixing. Haha, naughty, naughty. Really? They're better off with the 4-3, yeah, I think so. I think so. That was smarter of them. Yeah, I think that was just better. It's the better play. We're gonna go with our 2-3. And I did that because this way we can get the two guild gates out, and then we can get up to Scuttlegator, which is just gonna be nice. And we're trying to establish a board here. That's not bad. Yeah, I'll be quite happy to have that in hand. Are they going to trade? They don't trade. That's... I mean, we like to raise them. We'll have 5 damage each and they're ahead. But we will bring the Gator, which can block the Knight of Autumn. Let's see, how should we do this? I think I have to keep my flyers, but if they can remove the Gator, I'm gonna go really low on life. So this is... well, they had that anyway, right? So... yeah. Maybe it's even better that they cast it, right? In some sense. Because... this way they can't hit the Gator with the Knight of Autumn and then cast Intervention on it. And get rid of my Gator. Gator is a defender at the moment, and it costs 8 to adapt. Then it goes up to 9 and 9. It's a very funny creature. So we're gonna keep building up our board and trying to establish a little pressure in the air. Slinger isn't doing much at the moment, but it's a decent blocker. Opponent is passing. We're just gonna bring the spider. I think that's pretty good. That's all we get to take a look at. Well, that's fine still. I mean, we can get in. Start pressuring opponent a little bit. Explosion would draw 3 and deal 3 damage. We could get rid of their Hybrid Poisoner. That's not too bad. Then draw a couple of cards. Shaman. And dealing 4 would be even better though. How should we do this? I think I'll keep this up. Just attack with these fires. And then we have some removal that we can use on the little guy. I don't necessarily need to use the explosion on it. If they attack with the shaman, it's anyway good to keep up. It's good to keep up the expansion explosion. Such a funny card. You take our wilds, we take your city. Haha. He's a guy full of revenge because nature has been taken away by the people who are expanding Ravnica endlessly. So that is an interesting dilemma. I could get rid of something, 3 damage, and then push the gator into a real biggie, 9/9. Into a biggie boy. I do that. 1, 2, 3. Get rid of your Knight of Autumn, draw a couple of cards, and get the Locket, get the Runner, get the Munder, attack in the air. I think we have a pretty decent board here. I mean, if opponent has Gates Ablaze, our Scattlegator and Hatchery Spider still survive. And on his side, only the Sundar Shaman survives. And we can actually activate the Gator or the Terramander next turn. Wow! Revenge! Oh my god, that is scary, man. That is pretty rough and tough. What should I do here, really? I think I'm gonna first activate Terramander. Attack with these two. And yeah, just get in for 7. Opponent gains so much life this game. I mean, they doubled their life total, they drained for 3. It's brutal. Yeah, they don't want a big flyer, that's understandable. It's a bit too fast, right? If I hit them for 6 per turn. Direct current, so they can put me to 1 with that. I also draw my direct current, which is really useful. So I can get rid of some of their annoying little things, and finally I can start decking more efficiently. And I can't pay for that. Can't quite pay for that, so I'm going to Scattlegator then. And probably start attacking with everything to put a bit more pressure on their life total. Can they kill me? Do they have 3 direct damage? That would be... What the heck? No! I died to direct damage to the face in Sealed. I mean, that doesn't even happen often in Constructed, let alone Sealed. People, what kind of game was that? On the other hand, our mana was impressive. I mean, I probably waited too long. I should have somehow traded with that Hired Poisoner earlier and put more pressure on my opponent. But wow, that was funny. That was pretty hilarious. I mean, these kind of games are things that I don't mind because they're just good fun, and it happens. It's okay, nothing bad. We're gonna try to fix our colors somehow, but it's not looking very good at the moment, to be honest. It's not looking very good at the moment. If we could cast the Locket next turn, then we're okay. Yep, that's fine. We have 2 gates. At this point, if opponent starts to become a bit more aggressive, but instead they go with Doving Security, right? Well, we're just gonna bring our flyer that doesn't die to the Gates Ablaze, and it can just exert a little bit of pressure in the air, which is a good thing. Okay, that's not very scary or dangerous, to be honest. You might even just want to kill that off. Not necessarily. I think I want to bring the Stray. And I would like to sort of provoke my opponent into casting more small creatures and then just sweep them with the Gates Ablaze. That might be the best I can do. Yeah, I don't think I want to take damage. I'm fine with the cat dying. Etrata, on the other hand, is a problem, and now my Gates Ablaze doesn't look that good because it only does 3 damage, right? Which doesn't kill Etrata. Huh. Can anything I do kill Etrata? I mean, does it have death? It doesn't have death touch. I can kill it, but then my Spirit of the Spires also dies, right? If I Gates Ablaze and Prey Upon. But probably that's still the best I can do. Even if I copy the Prey Upon, but then it doesn't even die. If I copy the Gates Ablaze, that's also not great. Can I crack this? I can. A runner can't do it. But then let's just get in. And then hit it. Resolve, and then Gates Ablaze, and everything goes. Yeah, everything goes. A bit sad, but Etrata has to get out of here. It's just too annoying to stay. We're gonna bring the runner, and we do have... They have a lot of cards. They have a lot of cards. Maybe we can just trade here, that's fine. I mean, I can refill my hand, I think, more efficiently than they can. That's sort of my idea here. But that might be just a vain hope, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can remove their throw and draw 4 cards. Maybe I should have kept it for later, but yeah, I think I'm content. Refill our hand a bit. We're still sort of ahead on mana, right? They have 5 mana, we have 6, 7. Tap target creature, doesn't do much. Maybe just bring a Slinger. I think I'm gonna bring Deep Termander, activate it. Cast Island, bring Slinger. Opponent can remove it. And obviously it's good if they remove it, right? For them, not for us. 4/4 flyer, 5/5 flyer is a tough thing to deal with. And we're gonna also bring a Slinger, and it's not great, but it's an okay blocker if they have some flyer. Quench, yeah, fair enough. Later that would not have done much in the game, and I'm very happy that it didn't catch out my explosion. Aha. Same as the previous opponent? No, it's a different spell. I see. Well, guess we just bring a 3/3 flyer and hope that they bring something that we can actually just take out. Sure. You're gonna draw another card, gain some more life. Wow, Recursion is strong here. Recursion is strong for my opponent. We're gonna sack this, draw a few cards off it. We get some more lands. And we're just gonna go in, bring our Beetle, and pass, right? Probably. Okay. Oh, we can't remove it, right? Because this is a sorcerer, not an instant. It would be a bit better if it would be an instant spell. Oh well. That's life, that's life. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could draw some cards and hope to get a Grotesque Demise or something. Yeah, I think that's what I need to do. Draw and hope is what I need to do. Doesn't sound good though. If we have to draw and hope, oh, another. Wow, opponent has all the counter spells. Interesting. All the counter spells, and we have drawn 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've already drawn 12 lands. I hope it would be nice not to draw lands for a few more turns now. Like maybe draw 2 non-lands. Final payment is going to deal with Chillbreaker. Wow. We're not in a good position here. That Dovian security. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Okay, well, we're going to take out their annoying creatures. And. Huh? We don't cast that right now. I see. That's okay. We're gonna cast another Guild Gate. I would be happy to get my Gates Ablaze back, or have something similar. We still have Grotesque Demise, Grotesque Demise. And but not great. We're not in a good position. The Acuity is going to kill us. The Acuity is going to kill us, and we drew 2 lands. Cool. Yeah. 14 lands. Only 3 more in our deck. We're going to die very quickly here. We're going to die very quickly. Sadly. That would take 5 damage. 5 is a lot more than 4. Opponent has all the instants, all the convenient instants to fire off during their main phase. So they've cast Acuity 3 times. Healer's Hope, sure. Okay, I think game over. I think this is game over. Yep. Should have been more patient with my explosion, probably. It didn't do me much good. I mean, that's 6 damage. Doesn't matter. We're basically dead. So... Alright, that came a bit too late. And it won't do anything. So, yeah, anyway. Manlands in this set would have been so good. Imagine if even just one of these would be a manland and it could have blocked their sneak. But it wasn't to be, which is fair enough and fine. We'll restart the client quickly, give it a break. My computer is getting a bit overheated and overworked with Arena. It's making enormous demands on the memory. Absolutely unjustified, of course, with this quality of game. So it's just shoddy programming, but hey, this is what it is. And for the moment, we are not doing that well. It would be good to win at least one game, though, before we finish. Okie dokie, we get a pack. Alright. Invoke. Huh? Such a bad card. But it's a fun card, though. Right. Let's have another look at this. Good. Let's see. The colors are okay. We have our 3 mains. And this is a little bit more dynamic than the previous hands. I think the main issue with the cards I got is that I just didn't get enough removal. I feel that's the biggest problem, to be honest. I might just sit on this and wait until Gates Ablaze can get 1-2 things. Is that good? I don't know. I mean, at the moment it doesn't kill my runner, so it can remove some small creatures. Maybe I'll keep it for the late game if I need to swing with it. Oh, this has Riot by itself? No. The Prey Upon is not very good here, right? Because it's... I don't want to lose my creature as well. Yeah, 5 spells. 5 spells. Not good if your opponent starts with Rhythm of the Wild. Which I think I also play, but I haven't seen yet. Yeah, I'm yet to see it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna keep that for later. And should we try to put the opponent under pressure? I mean, we have more power on the board. We don't have to block the guide. If they decide to attack with the guide, we can get in for 5 again. That's very good. And if we get to 5 mana... 3/4 Boros Challenger. Now that's a tough boy. That's a big boy. That doesn't look so good suddenly. So now, picking up their guys when they're attacking seems suddenly much better. Ooh, Skewer the Critics. Neat. You see, I would have needed a couple more of these good removal spells, to be honest. So we can tap the Challenger. I think that's very, very good. There's no green counter spell in these sets. So they have an instant, but I don't know what it is. We're going to try and tap and chill the Challenger and get in for some more damage and keep racing. And hope that we get a couple more gates, and then we can maybe reset the board eventually and win with our aerial menaces or our hatchery spiders or something like that. Oof, Harpooner. That's a brilliant card in this situation for my opponent. Harpooner is just very, very good for them. And Legion Warboss. Oh my god. So they have the Warboss. That means I might just have to cast... the Gates Ablaze and get rid of it. I mean, I'll definitely want to... Yeah. I know what I'm going to do. I'm gonna get in with the Rubble Slinger. What? What do you have? No, don't kill it. I'm gonna prey upon the Challenger. My Slinger dies, but that's okay. What does my opponent have? They have some cheeky instant spell that they're keeping up. And then we Gates Ablaze. And everything dies. Wow, this worked. I mean, I did lose 3 cards in the process, so it wasn't that great, right? Like, card-wise, that was a 3 for 3. But it does mean that I survived. They can't kill me now, and I have a little more time to reset the board, find maybe a land for the hatchery spider, maybe get to explosion range. Oof. That's brutal, though. I'm very close to perishing here because they came in for 6/7 suddenly in that turn. We need a land. Stray, generous stray. We need a land. We need it now. It's not a land, but it's almost as good. It can do the job. Can do a good land impression. That's a double strike 4/4. God. Ah, yes, it was Titanic Brawl. I was 100% sure that that's what they have, a fight spell. I was so lucky they didn't have 2 mana up. I was so lucky they didn't have 2 mana up. So we can't quite take that out yet. But next turn... Ah, we don't have the second blue. Oh, that's a big problem. That's a big, big problem. Ah, and one creature is missing for us to grab this. Shush. But now these things are gonna go... This would have been so good, and they're all gonna go to the bottom. Oh god. Oh god. I mean, they can just trade with the Sergeant and the Spider here, so I think they're going to force the trade. Okay, that's not horrible. That's not horrible. We're going to cast the Beetle. And the Spider get that? I think the Beetle is going to get it. Because he can't kill both. So it's better to... No tags. Yeah, I mean, that's 9 toughness between the two of them. Trample, Riot, Convoke, wow. Oh, they draw the biggies. They do draw the fatzos, though. So, how much mana do we have? We have 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. 9 mana, so we can cast this for 5. We could get rid of the Sergeant and draw a bunch of cards then. Yeah, I think we just have to do that, right? We just have to do that and refill our hand. Next turn we can demise the worm and get him for 7 and establish a board. Is it going to work? Yes, it is. Yes, 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 yes. Wow, that was exciting. That was exciting. Our opponents really went in for the big killers, and we got there. Oh, we are above 200. That's nice. It's nice because it means we're gonna get more rare wild cards for the new triomes coming out in Capenna. I have to admit, usually I'm really good at saving up gold for Premier drafting the new sets, but this time Wizards is very cheeky and they're bringing in a ton of cool events. Like there was a Dominaria draft, there is this mixed Ravnica Sealed, and I think this way people will dish out most of their gold for these events, and then okay, we have our colors. Yep, that's a keepable hand. Yeah, we're gonna lead with blue. Blue is a good thing for us. Right, we're gonna bring a good blocker that can also ping our opponent for a few points of damage. Then we're gonna bring the runner. Are we? I think we are, yeah. Runner is okay. It can establish a bit of pressure if they start attacking with their Karkal. Their 3/1 cat. I think we can just block here. Do they have a combat spell? They have a combat spell. Oh my god, opponent. What a greedy and cheeky person you are. But yeah, I'm not sure that's going to be that good for them. We can keep the runner-up. And I think I'm okay with racing here because we hit for 4. We can get their Mesmerist off with the Beetle. Oh, actually, we can get their Caracal if they attack. It's not a great. Oh, all right. So that minuses every time. So they have a clock of 5. We have a clock of 5. We are ahead in hitting the. We are ahead in hitting face. So we're just gonna keep going and bring the Knight Arbiter next turn and hope to stabilize behind that. Oh, we don't have white mana though. Ay 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 ay. Ah, this is an interesting race. And they get a good blocker. Dang. Yeah, going 2 lands can pay off, right? I hope we find a white mana source, otherwise we're gonna be in trouble. So we're on 6 mana at the moment. 6 mana at the moment. I think we gonna continue getting in, and we can take out their mesmerist. And ooh, that's tough. We can't take out anything. Shush. Oh, and they gain this forever while this guy is around. Oh, that's not good. Now that's not very good. Aha, so I should have kept the runner up. The runner would now take out the mesmerist, and yeah. I mean, basically we need to, right? Otherwise we're gonna be dead. Oh yeah, we have plenty of blue, and we have a reach creature, which is good. We're not gonna get. Oh, and our swings goes on the bottom. No, 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 no. How bad. Okay. What do they have? No! Citywide Bust kills us. Citywide Bust for the kill. Oh my god, that's lucky. That's how we die, people. And our guild gate count. This is the only game where our guild gate count is going to be 1. We have 6 more guild gates in our deck, but we haven't seen them. And we're going to die to the Skyguard here. Well done, opponent. Alright, that was some fun 5-color jank. It wasn't the greatest sealed opening ever, but it was fun to see the Ravnica cards again. We got a couple of gems, we got a couple of packs, we're gonna get a half a wild card off it, so, you know, whatever. And we got our dailies done, and that's fine. Imara, sure. Good old token maker. She's way too slow now for historic, but used to be a decentish card. We get a mythic rare, nice. And we get a rare wild card and Guild Mage's Forum. Wow, look at that. That is so bad, man. Dying to Citywide Bust. But it's fine. It's fine. We got busted. Alright. Thank you all. It's been fun. We didn't win many games. That was a 1-3 run. It's the Sealed Ravnica Mixer. But this happens, and it was nevertheless great fun. Good to see Ravnica cards again. Got a couple of good rares and stuff of it. And have fun. Enjoy the event if you play it as well. And have a great day. Bye bye.